Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my podcast, Live Your Best Life Every Day. My name is Stefan Dajo, and today's topic is going to be about self-validation. Now, self-validation is a process of acknowledging and accepting your own feelings, your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, without necessarily seeking external validation or approval. The reason why I decided to choose this particular topic is because so many people out there are just going about their days and their lives depending completely on other people to approve or validate their dreams, their ideas, their thoughts, or their projects. Here's why it's quite pertinent. Your level of self-validation will ultimately determine how far you will go in life, and better yet, it will determine the amount of things that you'll be able to achieve for your own self throughout this game of life. Self-validation is the ability to recognize your own self-worth and value, regardless of what others may think or say about you. Note this, it's an important part of building healthy self-esteem and maintaining emotional well-being. And that right there is what you need in order to live your best life every day. Now catch this. When you seek validation from others, what happens is you essentially give them the power to define your self-worth. Did you get that? And that can lead to feelings of insecurity, anxiety, self-doubt, turmoil, confusion when you don't receive the validation that you seek. Hence, you've got to be aware of that. Now, on the other hand, when you practice self-validation, you take control of your own self-worth. You reduce your reliance on external sources of validation. You reduce your reliance on people. You reduce your reliance on others' opinions of who you are, or better yet, who you should be. Self-validation is particularly important when you encounter negative feedback, and this right there, I'm touching home. I know that. Stay with me. It is in human nature that when we receive negative feedback, we have the tendency to internalize that feedback and let it define us. However, practicing self-validation can help us to recognize that negative feedback is not a reflection of our inherent worth as a person, but rather a subjective opinion of another individual. In order to practice self-validation, it is important to start by acknowledging your own feelings. And that right there is something that I've always said, still saying, and will continue saying. You need to acknowledge your own feelings and thoughts, your emotions. That's really important. It means taking the time to reflect on your experiences and identifying what you are feeling and why you are feeling what you are feeling. Once you have identified your emotions, you can validate them by acknowledging that they are valid and important and relevant to you. For example, if you are feeling sad or anxious, you can validate those feelings by acknowledging that they are a natural response to your circumstances. You can also remind yourself that it is okay to feel those emotions and that they do not define you as a person. Do you understand me? Another important aspect of self-validation is self-compassion. This means treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when you are struggling or experiencing difficult emotions. When you practice self-compassion, you are validating your own worth and acknowledging that you are deserving of love and respect and every other good thing that may be valid to come your way. That's something that you need to start gaining awareness of. It is important to recognize that self-validation is not the same, however, as self-indulgence. or ignoring feedback from others, should I say. I know it hurts when you get a certain feedback, especially when it doesn't align with what you are doing, or perhaps, should I say, with what you think is right to do. I know many people, and I've been in many circumstances and situations where a negative feedback was taken personally. And sometimes it may hurt your ego. But at the end of the day, you need to understand that while self-validation means recognizing your own worth and value, it also means being open to a constructive feedback and growth. So when you receive feedback from others, you can use that feedback as an opportunity to learn and improve, rather than as a reflection of your own self-worth. What I like to think is a feedback, especially when it's negative, is a suggestion. It's an opportunity to change perspective. It's an opportunity to look at things in a different angle, under a different light. And that's something that can be quite productive in the long run. And experience has proven that quite often when you apply the lesson or what you've learned from that negative feedback, it has always advantaged you to do things in a much more better way. And this is something that happens in our daily lives, especially in the work environment. In conclusion, self-validation is an important part of building healthy self-esteem and maintaining emotional well-being. That's what I want you to take out. That's what I want you to have as a takeout from all this. By acknowledging your own feelings and thoughts, practicing self-compassion, and recognizing that your self-worth is not defined by external validation, you can take control of your own emotional health and reduce your reliance on others for validation. You can. The question is, do you want to? Do you want to be independent? Do you want to be strong? Do you want to be a trailblazer? Do you want to be a trendsetter? Because that's what it takes. If you want to achieve everything that your mind can conceive, you need to start practicing self-validation, self-compassion, and boost your level of self-esteem in the process. That's all I gotta say for today. I look forward to getting your thoughts on this particular topic. And if you feel that there is anyone you know that may need to hear this, kindly share with them. Knowledge is power, they say, and sharing is caring. So do just that, and have a good day.